feel. Weird. Weird. Alright. This is for the sign of Sagittarius. Sagittarius. And I get some messages beforehand. Sag. C-S-A-G. SAG. Screen Actors Guild. I don't know. Have some weird feelings there, and purple and lavender. I'm actually burning a lavender candle here. Calendar wanted to come out. Something about the calendar. Future dates, future plans. Let's see what's going on here. There's one card here on the flop here. Let's see if we can get a couple more. Something on the calendar, or should be on the calendar. Career. The other two came flop down. Let's see what they are. We got dreams. We got empowerment. We have career. So we can go past, present, future. Past dreams that you had when you were younger are opening up to you. They're coming in your dreams, so you're getting messages in your dreams. And empowerment in the present moment. You're feeling empowered. You're feeling like you have some sense of belonging, or some sense of knowing what is and what is to come for you. And the career, you see here, we got the bonsai plant, which come in another reading, but you're protected. You got that sphere around you. You got this career that's in front of you that you should explore. And it's of luck, lots of luck in this career field. And so whatever that career field might be, we'll get into the details here. But I'm going to kind of look into these cards here. But yeah, in your dreams, and you see in the moon, she's got the full moon above her, but then there's this crescent moon right here. So definitely something to do with the moon cycles. Calendar, that's probably where the calendar comes in. And understanding what the true calendar is the moon cycles, and to be aware of the energetic pull that the moon has on you to bring things that are unseen to the seen world, things from the 5D to the 3D, and yeah. So pay attention to your dreams, not only your dreams that you sleep and have, but the dreams that you have from your childhood, or even from recent dreams that you've aspired to become. And so realizing this brings you an empowerment moment in this present moment. Yeah, that's fascinating. And then also the career sphere. So I just was, I don't know why, but I just was told to go open this book here. No, not that book, this book here, the Dictionary of Dreams. Maybe invest in that, and you can kind of see what's going on with your dreams. I'm just going to flip to a page, and let's see. A bear. A bear is significant of overwhelming competition and pursuits of every kind. To kill a bear portends extrication from former entanglements. So the bear comes out, and if you're dreaming about a bear, or bears are in your dreams, or of that nature, that's what that means. But also I see building something. To see carpenters at their labor foretells you will engage in honest endeavors to raise your fortune to the exclusion of selfish pastime or so-called recreation. I see carrot too. To dream of carrots portends prosperity and health. So this all is going hand in hand. I'm going to pull one more. And leather. To dream of leather denotes successful business and favorable engagements. If you dream that you are dressed in leather, you will go into lucky speculations. Ornaments of leather denote faithfulness and love and to the home. Piles of leather denote fortune and happiness. To deal in leather signifies no change in the disposition of your engagements is necessary for successful accumulation of wealth. So everything is going pointing towards career, pointing towards empowerment, pointing towards your dreams, breaking them a reality. So yes, that was really awesome. Thank you, Spirit. That was beautiful. Anyways, so this is your past, present, and future. Let's get some cards on the tarot. Let's use the Angel Tarot here and see what we got here. They come pre-shuffled, but I'm going to shuffle again just to have one more for the video. And so here we go. Shuffled in. Now let's go into the past position with dreams and let's use some of the tarot. There's one card out. Let's see if any cards more want to come out. I like to couple them with a couple. There they are. Alright. So we have 1, 2, and 3. In the first position, I have the Lovers. And it says on the card, intimate relationships, carefully weigh your decisions, good health. So being honest with yourself is allowing you to be honest with others, or in this case, a significant other. So very, very powerful. And the green is coming out of the card. Obviously the card is purple. That would be your color, actually. But the green here is signifying a lot of the heart chakra, being honest with your heart, opening your heart honestly to the possibilities and to yourself, so you can be honest and loving towards others. We also have the 5 of Water. Things not turning out the way you'd hoped, not seeing the positive in a situation, crying over spilled milk. And to be honest with you, I didn't want to show this, but I've been really difficult in using cards in the reverse. So I mean, this card actually came in the reverse. I'm sorry. I want so bad to manipulate things, but I can't. So this next card tells you why. It's in the reverse, and it says things not turning out the way you'd hoped, not seeing the positive in a situation, crying over spilled milk. That could either be you or that could be someone else. We'll see about that in this next card. And it's the 7 of Fire. Defend your beliefs and decisions. Stand your ground. Choose your battles wisely. So it seems like someone else is crying over spilled milk, and it's getting a little bit under your skin. And so it's what the tarot, and this is in the past position, and this is what's blocking you from your dreams, is being able to choose your battles wisely. Maybe you found yourself in battles that you shouldn't really have been in, and it kind of blocked your focus on what you want to achieve on a personal level. And so yeah, and you see the dragon here with all these colors, and it's just like the sky's the limit. And I mean, you got a lot of arrows coming up here to attack you and to bring you back down from being in the air, you know, of dreams, a dreamy state. So that's what we're talking about here. Dreams. Somebody's trying to knock you off your dreams, whether that be a close lover or whether that be yourself. This could be yourself, you blocking yourself and allowing yourself to dream big. And so right here it says defend your beliefs and decisions, stand your ground. It says choose your battles wisely. And it's pretty funny, Sagittarius, that you have right here, you know, I mean, these arrows are coming out, and I see arrows that are being shot out as well. So these arrows are actually going out, and that's exactly what a Sagittarius is. It's like this half horse and half human being, right? And they're the archer, and they have their bow and arrow and all their arrows, and they're being able to, you know, fight or stand up for what they believe in. And so that just stands out to me, and that's your card right here, you know. And it's you're a fire sign, and this is a fire element here, but yeah, just the two together right there. And so that's in the past position. In the present position, we'll use the Angel Tarot as well. Show us the cards we need to see in the present position. Spirit, please show us what Sagittarius needs to see. So there's a lot going on. I mean, a bunch of cards just flopped out. It's definitely a no-go on reading that. But it's probably because it would be impossible to read. There's too much going on in the present moment. You feel extended. You know, you feel overextended and overburdened. Is what I'm feeling, and this is what's blocking your empowerment. You to feel empowered, you to feel like you have some power in a situation or some say in regards to a situation. So let's see here. There's one. Let's get two more, Spirit. Let's get two more cards to read with. There's one more. It didn't really want to come out, so that's, yeah, yes, didn't want to come out. So that one we're going to go into a little bit of detail with. All right, and clarification of empowerment. What's the blockages, Spirit? What are the blockages in this position? Yes. So I think that there's more that you're keeping to yourself than what you show the rest of the world or show to the person. And it shows right here in this card. This is the one I wanted to talk about, but this is the Magician in reverse. Let's look at it in the upright. So in the upright, we have, you are ready, you have the resources or the ability to manifest them. Life is magical. So with it in reverse, you feel the opposite of this, and the blockages are what you're keeping from yourself, or maybe the lies that you tell yourself, or the lies that are being told to you. So what's being hidden in the present moment to engage in your empowerment, to be the magician, and to flip that card right side up. You know, I want to do that for you, but I obviously I can't, because there's these cards here that are going to tell us why. And it's the Chariot, and then you have the Eight of Water. So right here it says an important achievement, self-discipline and willpower, public recognition. So self-discipline and willpower is what's standing out to me. An important achievement. So it's like empowerment. Feeling empowered is a very, very, domineering card, but it's one of excellence. It's of achievement. You've earned that spot. You've earned that crown. So, and I see here, the Chariot is a sign of Cancer, so of emotions and whatnot. But it's having your light side and your dark side in union with one another, coming into balance with one another, and moving this chariot forward, moving yourself forward from out of murky waters, or out of a period of like going inward and doing your healing of what's in the dark, and that's what keeps popping up. The way the cards are flopping out is one up and two down, so two face down and one face up. So there's more to what you're going through that you need to go inside for. And so right here, we're going to go right into this Eight of Water. And it says a desire to move on. It says the search for something more meaningful, spiritual and emotional growth. So that's pretty intense. And it's like, going outside of what you've come to know as the norm, or what is normal, to kind of venture off into other spiritual ways of practice or enlightenment, to know your purpose in life is what it's based down to, because a lot of it has to do with your career and what's blocking you, and it's your inability to venture and to explore different ways of looking at life, being more open to the deep waters, the deep end of the pool. So and blue here is more of your throat chakra. So being able to speak what's in your heart and also what's on your mind. So it's that medium ground between your third eye as well as your heart chakra. So that throat chakra being highlighted at this time, and to be able to speak your mind on what it is that you want, and not hold back, and go for what it is that you claim as your empowerment. That's what the cards fall under, is empowerment. Being able to do that gives you empowerment in and of itself. So be brave, and be willing to explore and to speak about those things that you find, those findings. So in the career position, career position, or the outcome or future position, it's the career card. So let's see what this is saying. Like you follow these steps, so to speak, in unblocking yourself of these achievements, Let's see what the outcome is. All right. Well, a lot of things, a lot of options, a lot of direction, a lot of things that you want to say, but you don't know really if they're meant to be said, you know, things like that. So let's see. That's just coming from me intuitively. But yeah, you're protected in being able to speak your mind, so you shouldn't hold back anything really. And the first card that comes out is Justice, Archangel Raguel, whatever his name is. He's there. He's probably the one protecting you. And as you can see, it's definitely a protection angel. So we'll go into more detail about that once we get more of these cards to flop out for us, Sag. Let's see here. So we have the Nine of Air in reverse. And we'll get one more card, Spirit. One more card. Please, one more card. All right. And so, and it's the Hermit in reverse as well. So Justice says, fair and just decisions. Do what you know is right. Stand up for your beliefs. So this is another card for standing up for what you believe in. And this is the future outcome. So you're going to, like, pretty much you're getting practice in the present moment, but also throughout the past. You've been getting practice to stand up for what you believe in. And not only are you getting the practice, but now you've invoked upon some angelic support to protect you and to protect the luck that is for you. So, and this is a career field that's probably a spiritual path that can turn into a career for you. And so it says, do what you know is right, stand up for your beliefs. Fair and just decisions. So you're going to make the most fair and just decisions in regards to what's going on around you. And it says the Nine of Air. This is in reverse. It says expecting the worst, self-fulfilling prophecies, sleepless nights. So, and that's with it in reverse. That's the opposite, right? So what you're going through is expecting the best. And it says sleepless nights. So you're going to be getting sleep at night. You're going to be able to be comfortable in your own skin, be comfortable in the place that you're sleeping. So it's like, don't expect the worst out of situations. Expect the best, and that's in other people as well. Expect that the best outcome is on the horizon for anyone and everyone. But most importantly, by following these steps, I get told to say steps, but the steps is to allow yourself to dream again. You know, these sleepless nights are blocking you from being able to dream. And so the more routine sleep that you'll get, the more dreams, the more that the dreams will come to you more easily. And not only will you be given messages, because the sword here is a signifier of what's being said and what's being thought. So right here, and it's like, yeah, you'll be more clear on what it is that you believe in, instead of having these two pillars here, which is like being tossed between a decision of one or the other. And so that's going to help you. And that right there, I just see the number 11 as well. And we also see the number 8. So 8/11 might be a big day for you. August 11th or even 11/8, November 8th. So yeah, be days on the calendar. That also popped up in the pre-read. But yeah, November. I think November is a big month for you right here. And that's very awesome. All right, so, and then we also have the Hermit, which was in reverse, but we want to look at it in the upright so we can get a good depiction of what the picture is. And it says, spend time in quiet meditation, spiritual teaching, self-discovery. So you've done a lot of this, and then with this being in reverse in the future outcome, you're going to be pretty much in a constant meditative state where you're going to be able to pull answers from out of the air. And so the Hermit is like, you've already gone within, you've done the work, and in the present moment, maybe that's what's needed. So that in the future outcome is what becomes of you. You become spiritually gifted with the ability to tap into dream states, into dreams, and to see the outcomes of certain situations and scenarios that you'll be able to not have to go so far within. You've gone within, now the gift is external to you. You can actually see with a different lens. That's what I'm getting, is like a purple lens putting on your purple glasses and seeing life in a different lens of a reality. That's all things are possible. Nothing is impossible. And in the words impossible, it actually says I'm possible. So it's just a rearrangement of letters or whatnot, or putting some apostrophe in there, and you got a different word out of a word. So it's like looking at things different on a different perspective, you know. But you're able to see things that others can't, and so it's gonna blow your mind a little bit or a lot. It blew my mind quite a bit actually in being able to do so. But to see not the outcome, but the path, the steps. You're going to be able to see the steps in certain things, in certain ways that people need to take in order to get to where they're wanting to go. And so that's very powerful, and that's an honest gift right there from the heavens. And you've got the protection all around you, the guiding light, the luck that's here. You know, that leap of faith right here signifies as well, this being a cliff and being able to jump off of it. So yeah, very powerful, Sagittarius. Let's get into some more details here. I'm going to use the Animal Oracle deck here. There's the hawk, so the all-seeing eye, but it's also an eye that only steps in when it needs to. So if that has any resonance to you, that was the bottom of the deck. Shuffling the deck now. Spirit, show us the card that we need to see in the past position. All right. So what came out was the camel and the elk, but we're going to go for one more in this past position, and the lizard. Some others came out, but they went face down. Let's take the face up card in that position. All right, so in the camel, and it's got this waning moon above it, but what I'm seeing is also the moon is kind of the pull on water, so on your emotions. So you've got all this bottled up emotions. If you could see the card extend out, you would see that it had a hump or two humps, like the camel does. But that's their reservation for their emotions. So you've got a lot of emotions that are bottled up inside, so much so that you don't even want to show it. And that's what's not being shown. That's also a signifier of emotions, but it's also what's unseen is the moon. And so you might appear as though you're happy-go-lucky and things are all okay and fine and dandy, but behind the scenes there's so much emotions that are bottled up inside. And so a camel does this because they can see their steps in the future, just as this reading is saying. They see the steps in the future that they have to have some kind of a reserve. So maybe you're doing this in similitude to what a camel would have to do to prepare for what's coming. Maybe you have an idea of like certain circumstances around you, and you're preparing yourself to be able to handle them emotionally. So that's very powerful for you, Sagittarius. And it could mean one of two things, good or bad. It means maybe you're bottling up emotions for yourself, or maybe you're bottling emotions for someone else. And so you're putting it on reserve. Maybe your love is on reserve for another person. And with the Lovers in reverse, that would kind of signify that. And then also the Five of Water is things aren't turning out the way you wanted it to, so you're bottling up these emotions, putting them on reserve for maybe when things kind of turn out the way you expected. But you know, when you manifest too, you got to understand that what you manifest doesn't always come back the way you expect. So it's like looking for the positives, and that was another part of your pre-read, is to look for the positives. And right here we have your sign, defend your beliefs and decisions. So it's like, yeah, look for the positives, but don't surrender your beliefs at the same time. So be strong and be convicted in what you're saying. And that's kind of like what the elk is saying here. It's having this fire. Well, you're a fire sign, but there's an eclipse right here. It looks as though there's an eclipse right here, but there's this elk who's got this antlers, and it's like I feel that the elk is protective protective of what he has, or what he calls his possessions or his territory. So an elk is very territorial. And so with you, Sagittarius, I believe that there are probably children, or there's probably things that that have built up over time, emotions and stuff like that, that you're self-guarding, and that you're, or maybe even like fiery emotions of passion or of anger that you've bottled up inside of you. Maybe that's the emotions that you've bottled up inside of yourself, you know, as these emotions of anger and of distress, of stress, and of triggers and things like that you've kind of just suppressed. And you know, with the lizard card being here, I see it as maybe it's given you tough skin, you know, calloused you in a way that you just are, it kind of closed off your heart in a way that you, it's hard to penetrate for anyone, not just a lover, you know, not just a lover, but for yourself as well. So understand that when you go on reserve with your heart, that you're not seeing the blessings that are coming in the present moment. And this is in the past position, so this is something maybe that you've overcome, is learning how to open up your heart. You can see that there's pinks and yellows and greens and blues. You know, you see the blue right there at his throat, that's the throat chakra. You can see down here as well, you got green and yellow, the sacral chakra and the heart chakra, kind of in the locations that you'd expect, you know. So it's like being able to speak your heart, and being able to speak from your position of what your power is, your sacral chakra, you know, your purpose, you know. And then the pink and the yellow on the card is also the heart and the sacral chakra, your purpose and what's your heart's desire. Maybe you've spent a lot of time just suppressing all of this, and so it's like coming to terms with that in the present moment, and kind of reopening your heart, allowing that natural magician inside of you to come out inside of you. And once you do, it's going to be swift movement for the better, you know. And it's like allowing yourself to be more open to other ways at looking at things. And this is in regards to career as well, but also self-empowerment is a big part of career, and it's like stepping into your own power. So right here in the present moment, Spirit, let's get some cards here. We got two that flopped out just now. Let's get one more, Spirit. Let's get one more. There's one more. It's right here. These others that came flopping out. Oh, never mind. There was enough here. Good. All right. We had enough cards. That's good enough. Spirit said the ones that flopped are the ones I want. So, all right. We're going to go with it. It shows right here you have the cobra. And the cobra isn't one that's slithering around on the ground. This cobra is very, very alert, and it's in tune, like music that brought it up out of the sack. If you were to go to the movie Aladdin or whatever, you know, it's the cobra is very in tune, alert, and aware of its surroundings. And so this fiery passion around him. You see the colors of red, and you see the colors of pink as well. So this is your root chakra as well as your heart chakra, coming and bringing yourself into awareness. And so this could be like ancestral research a little bit, but also like more, like that's where the root chakra comes in, and more of like your passion, your desires. But then the pink right here, you know, it's stemming from opening your heart. You're going to step into this more passionate and desirous self of yourself, and more alert, more attuned to what's going on around you, really, and not question it, but to have a knowing. And that's bigger than a belief or anything like that, because what you have is a belief that's in your head, and that's being stuck in your head. You got a belief that'll change from day to day to fit your circumstances, to fit you. But what a knowledge is, or a knowing, that comes from the heart, and that's concrete, and there's nothing that can change that from day to day. That's coming from your purpose. That's coming from all the chakras below it. So it's coming from your ancestors, your root, your sacral. It's everything connected. So, and with that heart chakra opening up, it's actually allowing you to speak your passion, speak your desires, and to be alert to all that's around you. And maybe you're not exactly speaking right now. So the cobra's got its mouth closed, and it's even got its tongue drawn in. And so it's just more alert with its eyes, what it can see, what it can hear, and what it can feel. And so it's tuned out some of the other senses so that it can heighten in other ways. So maybe this is a spiritual heightened sense that you have within yourself. So this is a very cool card to pull right here, and this is under empowerment. So this is in the present moment, moving fast after you achieve this. And this, again, steps comes into play. So the Lamb, it shows it in reverse, and and with these cards, I'm feeling like they don't need to be in reverse. So this right here is the Lamb right here. This is allowing yourself to be meek and humble and prayerful, and to be lowly like a lamb, but not lowly, but lowly in a sense that you're submitting to what's happening to you. And right here again, we have the sacral chakra really taking resonance right now. What is your purpose in life? What are you here to do? That's what's taking purpose. That's what's on your mind. It's right above the head. And and it's getting to the core of the issue. In the green and the blue, and the core of the issue is this pink, is your heart. Open your damn heart. That's what's needed from you at this time. And look at the tentative ears. When you see an animal drop its ears like this, it's very alert as well. So just like the snake, the alertness. There's an alert thing about you that wants to listen to what's being pulled or magnetized towards you, or you're being magnetized towards it. And it's of a spiritual sense, and it's like I just got the lost sheep, or not necessarily a black sheep, but a lost sheep. There's like Jesus, he's got his staff and he's standing there and he's watching over all these sheep, and when one sheep is lost, he will be there all night long until he finds that lost sheep and brings it back into the fold. And so it's like you have gifts that are innate inside of you, and it's like you finding these gifts, like the shepherd would find his lost sheep. So it's like, go within and find this spiritual gift that's within you, and it's like seeing steps. I keep seeing steps, and being able to deliver to whoever needs it, including yourself, the steps necessary to take to move forward, to transition from this state of being protected and harnessing in this reservation of emotions, to this like letting it go, and then like letting go of some senses to be able to tap into this lamb inside of you that is pretty much all knowing. This lamb can hear the shepherd call out for it. Its ears are dropping down, and it's like it feels loved, and it's a sense of compassion, a sense of passion. But I don't see passion on the card, but more or less the sense of compassion with these right here. But you can see that somebody's calling out for you, and it might be your inner self calling out to you, letting you know you have more power than what you give yourself at this time. So also in this present moment, we have the unicorn, again illuminating the moon, bringing things to the surface that you have been suppressing, and it's going to make you a more powerful being. It's when we face our fears, when we face those things that we don't really want to face, that's when we become the unicorn. That's when we become the magician. That's when this card that came in reverse that you're battling right now, the magician, when in the upright, that's when you become the magician. And you become a manifester. You become superior in your being, and so it's empowerment, superior in your being. It's when you become empowered, And so realizing this and allowing yourself to be more open, you're going to be connected to the things that are of the unseen. The unseen. People don't see what you see. It's of the ethereal. It's an ethereal sign right there. It's like from the ethers. It's a gift. It's a spiritual gift to be able to see the steps necessary in order for someone to become enlightened or become a visionary as such as you are. So I think that the blockages are blocking you from seeing. See right here in this, he's only using his eyes. He's only using what he can feel in his eyes. And he's very attuned, and he's very perceptive of all of his surroundings and alert. And he's had to mute some of his senses to be able to do so. And so yeah, that's very powerful. Become the unicorn. I mean, that's get to the core of the issue. I mean, what stands out is corn. Shuck all the exteriors around you so you can get to the core of the issue, so you can see for yourself what the steps are for yourself. And it's like this pointing. This is like pointing you in to your North Star, to your North Node, your purpose. It's pointing you to your purpose in life. All right, and so we'll go into this final position here, which is the future outcome of your career. This could be a career for you, absolutely. Oh, we got the beaver. The beaver. And what keeps popping in my head was that dream about the bear. Whatever has to do with the bear. Maybe there was a beaver involved. I don't know. Something about a beaver and a bear. I don't know. But with the beaver, it's of abundance, and to build a home on a river, and the most unlikely of circumstances, the beaver builds his home on the river, and another thing too is it enters its home from down below, and so it's like having this like bat cave in a sense. If you were Batman, you know, you have this other way of entering into your home. But it's like again, I'm being drawn to the past of the elk, protecting your what's yours, you know, protecting your territory, you know. And the beaver is a very territorial animal as well. But you see that they also have family values as well. They have little kids and their little baby beavers. I don't know what you call them. But anyways, they play in the water and they have a good time. But when they sense danger, they abort and they run and they swim and they go underneath into the water and they enter into their beaver dam, you know. And whatever is trying to get to them, say it would be a bear, would be pouncing on top of the beaver dam and not being able to get inside because the entrance is from below. And so it's like the tip of the iceberg is coming to mind as well. So that's another thing too. So what you see on the surface isn't exactly what's going on below. And this is internally for you, because this is in the past position, your reservation, what you're holding back. So that's also the tip of the iceberg. And if you're going into psychology, the tip of the iceberg, you only see what you see above the water, but below the water is such a massive amount of glacier, of ice, of things that are bottled up, you know, and could be very dangerous. So like Titanic, that comes to mind as well. Titanic crashing into the iceberg, and not realizing that they were just viewing the tip of what looked small was actually very, very large underneath the water, and it was tragic. So however that resonates with you, I see yellow in the card. Again, your sacral chakra being pointed towards your purpose in life. And this beaver is like a humble beaver, humble, meek, and is ready for direction and for steps. So be attuned to the signs that are going to point you in the direction you need to go. And a lot of it is going to be with opening your heart to allow your sacral to glow. And so the next card that came out was the gazelle. And in the gazelle is... I see the sun behind it, so you're being illuminated, you're going to be enlightened, and you're going to be attuned to danger. And that's the other thing that comes to my mind. A gazelle is hunted by the lion, and is a fast meal for a lion or a herd of lions. And so you're going to be able to see right through people's intentions. You're going to see if it's dangerous to be around these people or whether it's going to be a safe place to be, somewhere where you can rest your head and be safely guarded and loved and cared for, and your needs met, you know. And a gazelle is also one that travels in herds as well. So picking your herd wisely, picking the people around you wisely that are going to keep you alert and attuned and protected with your horns here, protected and guided by your enlightenment. So very powerful card in that position. We need one more card, Spirit. If you could give us one more card in the final position, what would it be in the career? So yeah, career. It's going to be surround yourself with the like-minded people in your career. That's what it's attuned to, and the protection you're going to gain from having these types of people around you. So very powerful. Yes, and I get another abundant card, and it's the buffalo. And it's quick moving. You see the lightning striking, and you see the words coming to mind really fast. And that's the way you're going to be able to channel what's coming through you, and to be able to speak it. You know, this is a crown chakra color as well, so it's like things coming to mind really quickly. Your connection to spirit, your connection to the creator, the source, to God, to Jesus, whatever you want to call it, Allah, whatever you want to call it. It's that connection to the creator that you're going to be able to speak. You're going to be able to speak quickly because the thoughts are coming quickly, and you're being channeled. It's going to be abundant amount of information that people are going to be drawn to. It's going to be something that's going to lead you and guide you in the direction of your purpose. I don't see purpose on the card, but purpose has all been led up to this in your career. It's underneath career. So yeah. Finding luck. It's also a signifier of luck. Buffalo, the white buffalo, and the coming of times. And so being able to, and I'm saying that from Native American beliefs, is the white buffalo is the coming of the Messiah or whatever. They see the white buffalo, and we've seen several white buffaloes since that time. And so, you know, white buffalo would be more of like a rarity, something rare, something you don't see all the time. And so that's what you are, and realizing that is going to allow you to have a sense of direction. And that's the thing about your sign, is you're a mutable sign. You're able to mute out things that don't necessarily belong. So being able to even mute out your own senses to hone in on a specific sense is the glory of all of this, you know, and purple being your color as well. So yeah, that's very cool. I love that. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to go into another deck here, and we're going to go into this spiritual path that you need to be more open to. And say you're not satisfied with your career right now, and there's something that you would rather be doing. I'm going to go to this deck right here. But there was something, and the reason why I say so is there's the corn, you know, shucking the corn, getting rid of all these exteriors so you can get to the core of the issue, the cob of what it is that you are, your purpose, your sense of being. I wouldn't be surprised if that card actually flops out for us. Let's get like 3 cards right here, not necessarily past, present, future. We can see the past, present, future already as it stands. Let's go more into the present moment, what it is that you need to do to take from this reading and to the present moment and beyond, and to achieve this abundance which is coming for you, you know. So Spirit, show us 3 cards. 3 cards, Spirit, that will help in the present moment to move forward and to take advantage of the steps. How about, Spirit, show us the steps for Sagittarius at this time. Right there, there's 4 cards that came out, and it's like, take them, he said, take them. Alright, so we have the Gatherer. You're gathering information, you're gathering the resources, you're gathering maybe books and things of knowledge, and you're being studious about things. So the Gatherer is not one that's going to go kill for its food. It's just going to gather. It's the hunter-gatherer, but you're the gatherer. You gather up things, you gather up the information, you gather up the resources, and you're very abundant in doing so, and you're very good at it. So it's take advantage of this in the present moment. Take advantage of this. And the number is 21. So 21, if it has any significant meaning to you, then 21, maybe August 21st, maybe something significant to you, coming up right around the corner here. But then we also have the seer, like I was telling you, seeing things that other people can't see, a revelator. One that's looked to and looked for and looked as being a very wise counselor, a very wise and intellectual being that connects to the ethers and can show the steps, you know. So that's very awesome. So that's the step, is you got to gather the information, understand what it is and what it means to be a seer is the next step. And the next step here, let yourself be a wild woman, be a wild man. Let the wild nature inside of you, the rebellion nature inside of you, question all things, and to allow yourself to open up. This is also in the present moment. 8 of water. Allow yourself to open up to new ways, and to, you know. And the 8 of cups is what it is in the tarot, is like leaving behind what you thought would be happiness, so you can actually go get your other 2 of cups. Find true love. Find what it is that's is burning within your soul, burning within your heart and desire. This wild woman just wanting to just break free, break free. So that's the 3rd step, and the 4th step is the tree of life. The Tree of Life is going back to your roots and doing some genealogy research, doing some research about your ancestors and what they are and what they pertain to you and how they pertain to you. And so yeah, I was looking at the numbers there, the 58, and then the previous cards were 45 and 62. So if those resonate with you in any way, you can add them up. That's 9 and then 8, and then you got 5 and 8, which is 13, which is 4. So I mean, look up the meanings of angel numbers, and you'll know what that is. But you can maybe make those resonate. Maybe it's a birthday, the last 4 of your social, something, I don't know. So 21, 45, 62, and 58. So if that has any resonance, the last 4 of your phone number, your address, whatever, this message is definitely for you. But the Tree of Life, being able to connect into your ancestors and knowing that they are your guardian angels, that they're the ones looking out for you, that you can call upon them at any time and bring about transformation, that you can unwind the things that are confusing to you and bring about transformation. You see butterflies coming and falling out of the leaves of the tree. So yeah, definitely very beautiful card to have as the final step. You know, connect to your guardian angels, connect to transformation, connect to opening up and letting this rebellious self come out so that you can question all things and receive the answers. So and the steps necessary to move forward. I'm being drawn to do one more draw, and it's a stone that maybe you should grab, or maybe it's a stone that you already have and you are very connected to. So, but if you don't have this stone, I highly suggest you get the stone. This is a deck about stones, and it's called the Bumblebee Jasper. This is actually a stone. It looks like crazy, right? But it looks like honeycombs, and so it's like a bumblebee jasper. So it's like being able to decompartmentalize different emotions that you're going to experience, because not all of them are yours. You're an empath. You have the gift. You have this seer about you, but being able to channel through those different combs or compartments to know what to tap into and what not to tap into, and what's of safety and what's not of safety. But here, it's pollination, willpower, new ideas. So decompartmentalizing these new ideas. Sting like a bee. Bumblebee Jasper enhances creativity and helps to pollinate ideas, bringing them to life. This stone gives off a fighting spirit, having been formed in a volcano and containing a strong earthy energy that connects with the willpower of the solar plexus, like I was saying, your purpose. This is Bumblebee Jasper also assists in alleviating allergies, soothing irritations, and nurturing one's overall health. Bumblebee Jasper encourages you to create a buzz, to let yourself be seen and heard for who you are and whatever your portraits you're working on, and whatever new projects you're working on. Take pleasure in your gifts. And the sun is the Leo and the sun. So yeah, the sacral, letting that purpose come out of you and not being afraid, being courageous, and having the strength to be able to voice your opinion and voice what you believe is your reality, because you've gone through the steps necessary to bring you to this state. So buy this stone, look it up, buy it, whatever you got to do to find this stone, get it. This is going to help you through this transition period from the past and bottling things up inside to be able to channel these emotions and decompartmentalize them where they belong. And so yeah, not being so damn tough-skinned, you know, not letting yourself become calloused over things that aren't really your reality, you don't feel connected to. So feel connected to them. Become the seer of your life, of your own life, but then you'll become a seer for others as well. And being able to voice that, remember the throat chakra was a lot of your reading, being able to voice what you truly believe in. So awesome, empowerment. It's great, and that's going to lead you to a career that you can actually have luck in this rainbow of protection, the angelic guidance and the communication to be able to decompartmentalize certain aspects of this career that's going to be like good ideas, like, and you're going to want to act upon them, but being able to separate them and put them in compartments and then get a collective energy in one or the other to shoot for it, to go for it. And so yeah, that's it. That's your reading right there. Sagittarius, thanks a lot. I appreciate your time, appreciate your subscriptions, and I appreciate your likes too as well, and shares. Thanks a lot. Have a good day. Namaste.